up, guys? My name is Zach, and I'm here bringing you another review. This week's review, it's not Independence Day. It's not even Free State of Jones. No, it's actually the new Nicolas Winding Refn movie, Neon Demon, right? You know, we know this director. He's done Only God Forgives, Drive, and Bronson. All of his movies are... Drive and Bronson are probably the most accessible films from him, but he's a very experimental director and a very experimental writer. And a lot of people, you either really love his films or you actually really hate them and think they're stupid. I fall in the category that I really love each one of his films. Only God Forgives I did enjoy. I didn't love it like Drive or Bronson, but I still do really like Only God Forgives. It's a very different film, and he's a very visually... all of his films are very visual storytelling. It's very much more hidden messages and the lighting and the imagery that is there. It's not a very straightforward answers all the time. It's not a lot of dialogue sometimes as well, as you can see in Drive if you want to watch that movie. Neon Demon, where does that fall into? Well, Neon Demon is about pretty much an aspiring model after his 16th birthday moves to LA to get into the modeling career, and you start seeing people that start to spite her. You start seeing her motel. The motel owner that she's staying at is very creepy and weird. And, you know, the cast is pretty great. You know, you have Jena Malone, you have Ellie Fanning, and you also have Keanu Reeves. All pretty great actors. Keanu Reeves, you know, he has here and there where he just he does his Keanu-isms. But, you know, he was actually pretty good in this film. I actually really liked him. And that's actually one of my negatives, is I wish he was kind of more in it. But, you know, coming from Nicholas's background, he doesn't have a lot of... He does a lot more visuals than he does anything else, and it's a lot more, the imagery that you see is where you have to take from Keanu's story, so you don't get a lot of straightforward answers, which I understand, and I was expecting that the whole time watching this movie. But going into this movie, wow, watching the imagery, each scene, each screen, I was stunned by. I thought it was amazing. Every single thing was just beautifully made, all the lighting, and you know, it's called the Neon Demon, and you see a lot of neon lights, and you know, it kind of goes to that. And then the music, the soundtrack is beautiful. This is probably one of the best cinematography this year and in a while. I would actually say this should probably be up for an Oscar just for the cinematography in general. That's all of his movies are like that, but this is the best looking movie I've ever seen. Each scene, each shot. Usually I don't get gazed into shots as well, but this movie, it is made for the shot, the picture perfect shots for each shot, each take, each thing, you fall right into it, and the music, the lighting, everything is just so beautiful. I cannot even get that. That is an A+ right there. But where does this movie fall apart at for me? Is it the story? Is it anything else like that? No, it's, if you're looking for something that's very straightforward and you want the answers, you want everything, and you just want to watch a movie with a pretty good story, this movie is not that. You will hate this freaking movie. But he's a very effed up director. He makes some effed up stuff. This is his most effed up thing he's ever made. I can't believe some of the stuff that happens in the movie, especially the last third act. I won't spoil anything, but the last act of this movie is so crazy and wild that my jaw dropped, and I was like, is this seriously going on right now? Is this what's happening in this movie? And just for the movie, I think this is a movie that a lot of people should experience. If you were wondering, should I go see this movie? If you like Drive or Bronson, or even Only God Forgives, this is a movie you should really go and see in the theaters. It's the imagery and everything, like I was saying, is so beautifully talented, and it was executed greatly. The story-wise, it does fall apart. I think the tone-wise, it does keep the same. It's very creepy. It's kind of horror aspect of showing how crazy the modeling industry is in LA, and how it keeps going and going, how people just want to get ahead, you know, and when this girl comes into town, young as hell, gets right in front of the spotlight and starts blowing away everyone, you know, there's people that are going to spite her and want to be like her and want to take her out of the competition. And that's where Neon Demon is. What is Neon Demon even about? That is what it's about. It's about a young model. And the character arcs that you get to see happen are very crazy. There's a lot of hidden meanings and hidden metaphorical meanings that I would probably have to watch this movie a couple more times to get the hidden messages and whatnot. But watching it the first time, it's a fantastic, I can't even get over it. It's insanely great, and I really do think this is a good time if you are into his kind of movies. If you're not, do not see this movie. I give this movie a B- for what it is and what it is for me. If you were not into his films, you'd probably give this an F, to be honest, besides the cinematography. But really, this movie is beautiful. The soundtrack is amazing. And Nicolas, you are a great director, and I really can't wait to see where you kind of go next. I know you're kind of just getting to this effed up, more... You're just a very experimental director, and I respect that of you. Just like Drive and just like Bronson, I respect that all. Other than that, guys, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Look out tomorrow or Sunday for my review of The Lobster. Finally getting to see that film. Am I going to do Independence Day or Free Soda Jones? Probably not. I have no interest in seeing those films, to be honest. But other than that, look out for those reviews coming out soon.